Welcome to Flow. Let's get started. Today we'll start off in a kneeling position. Bring your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And take these first few moments to bring focus and awareness to your breathing. Notice tension you may be holding on to in your shoulders or your neck. Try to release that with just a little bit of movement. And allow your breath to become more expansive in both directions. Find a full, inflating inhale through the ribs and a grounding exhale as you lengthen through your spine. Begin to open your eyes, come to stand on your knees and step your right foot forward. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your lower back, manually tuck your pelvis under. And then bring your hands to rest on your front thigh, push your hips forward, tuck your chin to your chest. And now start to rock your hips forward and backward. So we essentially stay in the same position in the upper body. We very gently push the hips forward and push the hips backward. You can bring your hands onto your thigh, or you can keep your hands on your belly and your lower back to make sure that you've maintained that tuck through the pelvis. If you're feeling sensitive on your back kneecap, you can double up your mat or put a pillow or some sort of cushion under your kneecap. Take a few more of these. Doesn't have to be a huge range of motion. We're just trying to get a little more length into the front of your left hip flexor. And last one, bring your left hand down, reach your right arm up for a twist. Reach your right arm over your right ear. Push your hips way off to the right. Think of opening through the chest and the heart space. And now bring your right hand outside of your right foot and reach your left arm up. So it's like you're snugging your right knee into your right armpit and peeling your left heart up towards the ceiling. And we move between these two twists. So the left arm comes down, the right arm lifts, right arm over right ear, bring right arm down to the mat, and then switch. Left arm comes up and find this expansive open chest. And again, left arm over left ear. You can find a little bit of a swirling movement as the left hand comes inside of the right foot and the right arm reaches up and open. Right arm forward, right arm down, and switch. Left arm comes up, unfurl your heart space to the ceiling. Left arm forward, left arm down, and switch. Right arm up. Maybe finding you're able to find a little more twist with every set. Right hand down, left arm up. Really imagine the cavity of your rib cage moving and twisting. Now this time, bring your left hand down, flip your back toes, push both hands into the mat, three-legged dog so your right leg sweeps up, bend your right knee and open your hip. Push down into your palms as much as you can. This is just an opportunity to open through the front of your hip. Energize your left heel in the direction of the mat. Feel length through the back of your left leg. And now bring your right knee so it comes across to your left elbow. Extend your right leg. So you're on the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Start to lower your hips down to the mat. So you're in this kind of strange cross-legged position. Now you can stay on your palms, or if you feel comfortable, you can come down onto forearms. We're gonna be here for a little bit of a moment. It's a nice way to open up through your outer right thigh, IT band, and glute. I know the left hip wants to lift up, and it's okay if it lifts a little bit, but try to bring your left hip slightly further down. If you're on your forearms, lengthen through the back of your neck and thread your throat up. Find a few more big breaths here. Adjust if you need to, if you want to feel this a little deeper. Slide your right arm forward, roll onto your back. You're gonna roll a little off to the left. You can readjust onto your mat. Pull your right knee into your chest. Take a few moments tugging your knee in, and now bring the right leg so it comes across your body for a twist. Open through your arms. We're gonna move into another exercise. We find some twisting sensation. So bring your right palm to your left palm and feel your rib cage move. And then slide your right fingertips all the way back across your body and back open for your twist. And then do it again. Slide your right palm to meet your left palm, and then open your right arm. And take this a few more times. We find this movement, the sensation of twisting through the rib cage, the upper and middle torso. Take a few more just like this. And then after this last one, hold in your twist. Maybe your gaze goes over towards your right fingertips. Breathe into your belly. Every exhale, allow yourself to twist a little bit deeper. And now, bring your right hand across. Come onto your belly so your right knee is still hiked up. Make a pillow with your hands underneath your head. Flex your right foot. Just a moment to get into the inner right thigh and groin. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you'd like to, you can thread your needle, so that would be bringing your right arm underneath your left armpit and your right ear down to the mat. This is an option. Maybe try it out, see how it feels. Take a few more big breaths here. Slowly start to push yourself out. So if you have the arm underneath the arm, bring your hands under your shoulders, flip your back toes. This is a big movement. Three-legged dog, your right leg comes up into the air. Once again, bend your right knee and open your hip. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And then bring your right knee down to the mat. Bring your left knee up to meet it. You're in tabletop position. Start to move through cat and cow. You can find an arch and rounding, or you can find some circular movements if that feels nice in your body, through the ribs, the hips, the head. Come back to your breath if it's escaped you. Last set, bring yourself to stand on your knees. We take everything to the opposite side. Step your left foot forward. Bring your hand to your belly and to your lower back. Manually tuck your pelvis under, lower your chin. You can keep your hands attached, or you can bring your hands onto your front left thigh. Activate through your right glute as you push your hips forward. And begin to subtly move your left knee forwards and backwards. You may be feeling a bit of sensitivity into your back kneecap, especially if that's happening to you. Take a cushion or double up through your mat. This should be a smaller range of motion. And keep checking in with your hands to make sure that you're really pulling in through your belly button, allowing your chin to heavy down to your chest, allowing your hips to continuously push forward. Find a few more of these, take it at your own pace. And then this last one, we move into our twist. So your right hand will come inside of your left foot, your left arm will come up to the ceiling. You may toe heel your left foot a little further out to the left, that's up to you. And then reach your left arm over your left ear. What happens if you lower your right ear down to your right shoulder? You may feel a little additional stretch through the left side of your neck. We switch this up so the left hand comes down, the right arm peels open. Imagine the left knee pushing into the left armpit. Energy shoots out of your right fingertips. And then we switch again. The right arm comes down, the left arm comes up. Left arm comes over your ear. And then down to the ground. And continue to move this from side to side, getting this nice sensation of rotational movement into your rib cage. And notice if your range of motion increases with every set. Try to keep your foundation, meaning the legs, as stable as possible. Really push down into your front left foot as you allow your upper torso to be a little more loose and a little more free. And we'll take one last set here. Bring your right hand to the mat. Flip your back toes, three-legged dog, send your left leg up, bend your left knee, open your hip. Allow your left foot to push over to the right. Allow your left hip to lift up. We're gonna come into our cross-legged position, so take your left knee across your body to your right elbow, and then extend your left leg. Takes a little bit of shoulder strength as we first come into this, so you're on the outside edge of your left foot. and then start to lower yourself down to the ground. So your left hip and left outer thigh will make contact. You can bring your forehead down to the mat if that's comfortable for you. You can prop yourself up on your forearms, or maybe you make a little pillow with your hands and bring your forehead onto that pillow. Your right hip is going to want to lift up, and it will lift just a little bit, but try to roll your right hip down. And that's going to give even more stretch and opening onto the outer left thigh. Breathe length into the back of your neck. If you're on your forearms, think of pulling your elbows back toward your hips. Almost like a little bit of a back bend. And now we transition, so slide your left hand all the way forward. Roll onto your back and pull your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg long. Take a few moments with your left knee hugged in. And then bring your left knee so it comes across your body for a spinal twist. Open through your arms. And we'll move into this twisting exercise. So you take your left hand all the way across your body to your right palm. So this means your left shoulder will come up off the ground as you rotate. And then rotate back. Draw your fingertips across your body and then peel your left fingertips open. And find this a few more times. Just a very gentle way to rotate and find movement and mobility into your rib cage and torso. And after this last one, hold in your twist. Every exhale, allow yourself to twist a little deeper. Breathe into your belly on purpose. Feel expansion as you inhale, and feel a sense of heaviness in the twist as you exhale. Start to bring your left hand back in. Roll over onto your belly. So your left knee essentially stays exactly where it was, but now you're on your belly. You can bring your hands to make a pillow under your forehead. Try to pull your left knee up to the height of your left hip. You can stay here. You can find a thread the needle variation. So that would be your left arm coming underneath your right armpit. Allow your left ear to come down to the ground. Hips are heavy. Breathe into your belly. And every exhale, allow a little more heaviness. Slowly make your way out. Flip your back toes under, right toes, and stretch your left leg up into the air. Once again, three-legged dog, left leg up. Bend your left knee, open your hip. Find a moment of release. Lower your left knee down to the mat. Bring your right knee to meet it, back in a tabletop position, and start to move through cat and cow, or any variation of cat and cow that feels good in your body. If you want to add in some additional movement, maybe some circular movement, just make sure that you're infusing breath as you move. And notice any differences to how you may feel physically after moving around. Last time, bring yourself to a kneeling position. Hands will rest on your thighs. Allow your eyes to close and come back to the position where we began. Maybe take a moment to move around through your shoulders, your head, your neck, your jaw. And then come into your posture and come back to your breath. Allow yourself a moment of gratitude for movement, for carving out this time for yourself. Give yourself this gift of a few more moments of stillness and silence with breath. Thank you for joining us. And that's your flow.